Morning, students. Today we are moving on to a very practical skill that we need to learn, and I'm sure most of you will need to require to take bus or train to work in the future. Okay, it's never cheap to drive into the city. Let's say if you're working in the city, it's never cheap to drive there. Mr. Leong had a chance to go into the city. That was quite a long while ago. I parked there for 4 hours and I actually paid about $80 just for that 4 hours of parking. So that's the reason why most people do not drive into the city. They will take public transport. So today's skill that we are learning will enable you to read tables for the train or even bus. Okay. So on page 81, you have this table. Okay, so quite a confusing table. There are a few things that you need to take note. Okay, so this is about the bus route, bus number 007, James Bond's number. Okay, then next, you're talking about the route of the bus from Railway Street to Town Square. Okay, so I can actually see that. Okay, so you see it's Railway Street here, Town Square. So it's from Railway Street to Town Square. Okay, right, good. And then next, we are also given information on the bus fare. So one stop is $1, two stops $1.50, three stops $1.90, four stops $2.20, and five stops is $2.50. So we also need to look at the time. Okay, for example, how do we read this table? We have two tables here. One is Monday to Friday and the other one is Saturday. So looking at this, you see during weekend, if you take a bus at 9:40 from Railway Street. So where is Railway Street? Okay, Railway Street is here. Look at where's 9:40. Oh, 9:40 is here. What time would the bus arrive at Harris Street? So you take a bus here at 9:40 from Railway Street. Let's look at where's Harris Street. Harris Street is here. So, you actually reach Harris Street at 9:57. So can you see that? So that's how you read a table. Another example is that during weekday, if you take a bus from Campbell Street at 7:55, Campbell Street. Okay, Campbell Street is here. 7:55. Oh, that's the one. 7:55. Okay. What time will the bus arrive at Town Square? Town Square is here. So we're looking at this, right? Yeah, that's right. You will reach Town Square at 8:30. You got it so far? Hope you can understand. What about another question? They say last Saturday Lloyd alighted at Enmore Road at 3:55. Okay, so Enmore Road weekend 3:55. What time did he get on the bus at Railway Street? So Railway Street is here. So we actually got on here and reached here at 3:55. So he actually went on the bus at 3:50, isn't it? Okay, good. So now it's time for you to solve the questions. Okay, pause the video. Complete all the questions on page 80. Once you are done, unpause the video and check whether you get the answers correct. Okay, I say again, pause the video. Only after you completed page 81, then you watch this video to self-mark the answer. Okay, thank you for those who have completed the work and continue viewing this video. So I'm going to go through the questions one at a time. So the first question, they say, what bus would Fred need to catch on Wednesday from Railway Street to be at Harris Street by 10:47 a.m.? So it's a weekday. So we look at the weekday chart. So look for Harris Street at 10:47. That's the one. Okay. So what time must Fred catch the bus on Wednesday? So you must catch the bus by 10:30 a.m. in order to reach Harris Street at 10:47. Okay. Good. Hope all of you got this correct. Next one. Say, what bus would Sally need to catch on Friday? Friday is still the weekday from Campbell Street to be at Town Square by 1:20. So 1:20, so look at the afternoon chart, 1:20. So what time must she catch the bus at Town Square? Oh, sorry, from Campbell Street. So Campbell Street will be at 12:47 in order to reach Town Square at 1:20 p.m. Right, that's the answer. B, on Monday, Alicia had to be at Carrion Avenue by 10:40 a.m. If she caught the 11:17 a.m. bus from Campbell Street, how late would she be? So let's look at it, okay? She caught the bus from Campbell Street at 11:17. Let's look for this Campbell Street at 11:17. And she needs to alight at Carrion Avenue, okay, which is 2 stops away. So she'll reach there at 11:25. So she reached Carrion Avenue at 11:25 a.m. So from 10:40 a.m. to 11:25 a.m. is actually 45 minutes. So she was late for 45 minutes. Not very good, isn't it? Not very good. So late for 45 minutes. D, B wanted to be at Town Square by 6:50 p.m. on Saturday. So we will look at the Saturday schedule. What bus will he need to catch from Campbell Street? So let's look at 6:50 at Town Square. Looking at Campbell Street, oh, he needs to take the bus at 6:20. That's D. Let's move on. Tom caught the 10:52 a.m. bus from Campbell Street on Saturday. Would he be at Harry Street by 11:05? Let's check. So if it's 10:52, he can get on the bus at Campbell Street. So he will reach Harry Street at 11:07. So he will not be able to arrive by 11:05 a.m. Okay. So Jessica traveled from Campbell Street to Carrion Street. How much change will she get if she paid her fare with a $50 note? So it's a very interesting question. Now we're looking at the amount of fares that she needs to pay. So let's look at Campbell. Okay, Campbell Street to Carrion Street. So how many stops would there be? There are 2 stops from Campbell to Carrion. So for 2 stops, you need to pay $1.50. So if she gave the driver $50, she will get a change of $48.50. So it's just $50 minus $1.50. That's how you get $48.50. Okay, let's move on. Harry, James, and Peter got on the bus at Railway Street and got off at Town Square. So Railway Street to Town Square. So how many stops there are? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there are 5 stops between these 2 places. So in other words, each of them got to pay $2.50. So there are 3 of them. So it will be 3 times 750, which is $7.50. So 250 times 3 of them is $7.50. So he gave the driver $20. He would have gotten a change of $12.50. Okay, well done. Let's move on. Next one. C. Larissa makes 10 trips from Railway Street to Town Square each week. Because she does so many trips, she buys a weekly ticket that costs 20% less than the daily rate. How much does Larissa's weekly ticket cost? That's a good question. Many steps involved. Let's look at this again. So Railway Street to Town Square. Railway Street to Town Square, and there are 5 stops between these 2 places. So now you need to pay $2.50 for each trip, isn't it? So 10 trips. So she'll need to pay $2.50 for 1 trip before discount. So she'll be paying at 80% of the normal rate. Remember 20% less? I remember the car problem solving question that we did. So 20% less. So now you need to pay at 80%. So 80% of normal rate. So 10 times 250 means the number of trips, 10 trips times $2.50, which is the total amount for the normal rate, and you pay 80% of the normal rate. So when you work it out, you get $20. So I hope you guys have fun understanding this topic. Okay. Again, you have any issue, drop me a Teams note. Okay, bye-bye.